Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. You're looking at the new addition to the Uptown Janesville Mall, which I do believe replaced the Sears that was there. This is some kind of a mixed-use sports recreational facility. I don't know. But we're not going there today. We've done that. Uptown Janesville Mall. But no, we're going back to Milwaukee, and then we're going to head north. We're going to try to hit 3 malls today. Running out of time here. I still go back and forth on whether I'm going to move or not. And it's still about 90-95% that I'm going to move at the end of the summer back to Florida. So in the meantime, assuming that that's what's going to happen, I've been trying to do all the stuff, see all the stuff, and I'm going to hit a chain of malls today and knock a whole area out, and so I can start moving in another direction. I've basically knocked all the Illinois malls that are within striking distance, except for I haven't had a real Chicago day, like deep in Chicago, and there's 2 malls there. We're going to finish off Milwaukee today and I think go a little north to Appleton, maybe as far as Green Bay. But we're minimum 2 malls, maximum 4. I'm shooting for 3. It is still 34 degrees with the wind chill, feels like about 25. But it is a beautiful day. And I said, let's get it on. Let's go. So, as John the Woo would say, or no, Adam the Woo. John Woo's the director. Join me, shall you? All right, April 8th, 2025. Heading to Brookfield Square on a whim. And we're going to try to hit 2 or 3 more. In and out, baby. And I've got an app on my phone. It's called the Black Magic app. And it lets you keep your phone in a vertical upright position, which is much more, you'd look less suspicious if you're using your phone or you're on a phone call rather than having it in horizontal mode where you're obviously filming something. And it's, so I got kicked out of the last mall, and that's fine. Makes for great content, but I would actually like to fly under the radar and do what I want. So, you do this enough times and you really learn what works and what doesn't work. And today I'm going to go with the final measure, which is to eliminate the horizontal nature of the filming. Me holding the camera horizontal on its side for those people who are vaccinated. But that's a joke. But so we're going into Milwaukee. We're going to hit 2 malls, then we're going to head out, and we'll see how much time we got and what happens during our time there. So, like I said, if I see someone on the side of the road or for whatever reason the story takes me in a different direction, that's what's going to happen. But the goal is to hit 3 malls. We're about 10 minutes away from the first mall. So I'll check in here in just a minute. See you soon. All right, there is the mall. Just up ahead there. I don't know if I can zoom in enough to see the sign. There it is, way up there, which is half a mile away. Looks like a nice area so far. Looks like middle class, upper middle class. Welcome to City of Brookfield. Right. So yeah, a bunch of new looking rectangles. A lot of areas in the Midwest here are just like brand new. Like look at all these new, and I'm sure they have a building code here in this city with bricks. That's one thing I'm learning is, yeah, certain cities have you got to make your building out of bricks. You got to make it a certain standard and up to this specific code. Building materials. This all looks brand new. This all looks built within the past, I don't know, 10 years. This whole area here. Brookfield. Sounds rich. Looks nice. Maybe this mall is super nice. I have done no research on this mall, by the way. And I have chose the wrong lane as a I mean, I don't know. We're just going to follow the path. It's telling me to turn right here, but I'm just going to keep going straight because I'm on the phone and there's a lot of traffic. But I will get in the other lane, though. Okay, I can go this way. Oh, man. I already don't like this area at all so far. The layout so far. Brookfield Square. So that's the front of the mall right there. I don't like that. I don't know. It looks brand new. I have done zero research on these malls. So I'm going to read a little bit about this mall before I go in. I'll sit in the parking lot and read a little bit, but this mall has a lot of businesses on the external. I'm assuming there's a center part. Beautiful day. Looks brand new. Here comes mall security. You didn't see me, but I saw him. All right. I don't think we're going to have a security issue here. Maybe the next mall we go to will have a security issue. Yeah, Brookfield Square. There's another entrance right there. So I'm just going to go around it. Oh, no, this looks like the main. So there's a main something. I think that might even be a Barnes & Noble. But we're just surrounded by rectangle with brick facades. Bravo. Cucina Italiana. Rally House, Wisconsin. I guess that's sports. Yeah, this is a Barnes & Noble. Wasabi. I kind of like it. Kind of reminds me of Florida a little bit. But this is very Midwest. I've seen lots of layouts like this in Wisconsin and Illinois. Very Midwest aesthetic. Yeah, it's a big Barnes & Noble. Okay. I'm looking for like the main entrance. This is not a traditional layout of a mall. And it is just surrounded by all kinds of stuff. Banks. Okay, it looks like I have reached a limit here. Looks like there's some construction. So maybe this mall is not as new as we think. Who knows? All right, I'm going to drive around and we'll catch up in a minute. Okay, you can tell there was some stuff here. What does that say? Something's, Boston store. Like there's a few stores that used to be here, but Boston store, that was that one that had probably been demolished. Like the one in Janesville, there's a giant Boston store. I've never been to a Boston store. They don't have them in the South. I've seen them, closed ones, all over the place, but I've never actually been in a Boston store. But apparently, yes, that's what we just saw. The construction. And there's the mall security again. Which again, I like getting, it's fun content-wise to get kicked out, to have the confrontation, but it's not my goal. Well, catch up in a minute. Okay, so I wanted to go on the main looking entrance over here, but security's there, and I'm not trying to just give up the game in the beginning. So this is the other side of the mall. I'm probably going to go in that little entrance there. And, looks like more security here. Yeah, that was security. So, a Mad Chicken, never been in there. This is the food court. It's got its own entrance. Maybe I'll go in the food court entrance. I'm glad I came over here to check it out. This is more like the mall side. Yeah, this is JCPenney. Yeah, this is an older... Like I said, I haven't looked anything up on this mall, so I don't know. But there was a Boston store, which is gone, and a classic JCPenney. I'm thinking I've been to this mall before with my ex, like way in the beginning, like a year and a half ago. But I'm pretty sure I have definitely been to one of these Milwaukee malls. I'm pretty sure this is the one. But I don't remember the nice side, so I don't know. We're also going to another mall later. But yeah, this is the edge. This is where the Boston store used to be. So I found my entrance I'm going to go on. We'll just go all the way around for shits and giggles. But yeah, I'm sure at some point in Janesville that their Boston store will also be taken down. But yeah, for sure, there used to be a Boston store here. No doubt. All right. Back to the main entrance. Okay, I'm at Brookfield Square today. The only thing, oh, will let me zoom. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm using Black Magic, a app to maintain. You can't on an iPhone put the camera in a. You can't hold it. All these cars. You can't hold it vertically and then have it record horizontally. So I had to download an app called Black Magic so I could actually record without being noticed, as hopefully as at all. All right, so let's go mall walking. Brookfield Square. Holding the phone horizontally or vertically like I'm using it, but recording vertically. Oh, forget it. Just forget it. Brookfield Square. All right. Yeah, it's much less obvious when I'm holding it this way. Ooh. This does not appear to be a Simon Mall, but it does have Dead Mall vibes. It actually fucking stinks in here. So this is the gross, old, moldy, leaky mall experience. I'm glad. Look at these mall walkers. JCPenney, you can't even go in that entrance. It stinks in here, bro. It stinks so bad. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for these businesses on this side. They don't even good stuff in the claw machine, bro. I don't know if I've been to this one. I don't think I've been to this one. I think there's about 4 malls in the greater Milwaukee area, like indoor walkable shopping malls. And April 8th, it's being like 30 degrees outside. People are going to be hopefully mall walking today. I see a few of them. And I try to go on nice days because look at all the light that is let in. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've been to this one. I'll have to walk it to tell. I don't want to walk behind them the whole time. But this mall is full of mall walkers. No, I don't think I've been to this mall. I would recognize this interior space, and I don't. Hopefully this video comes out good on this new app. Because this is a brand new iPhone, and it won't do that. A lot of bootleg stores, which is to be expected, but this is a beautiful atrium. We'll go down this way. A lot of mall walkers though, which is what we're doing. But yeah, this mall is run down on the inside. Get past these people here. Another thing I've learned is to not stop and gawk at the empty spaces, because that's how you attract attention. Looking in. I don't know. I haven't been to this mall before. This is a first for me, which is good. End cannabis prohibition. Buy cannabis here. Yeah, you buy THCA. That's what you can buy in Wisconsin. The Easter Bunny is here. That's a nice Barnes and Noble. Let's look at the mall map. Oh, excuse me. The Wasabi Lounge smells really good though. But that's where we're at. It's pretty chill here today. It is a Tuesday afternoon, early Tuesday afternoon. So kids are still in school. I think spring break is over for Wisconsin kids, which is good. But yeah, the occupancy here is pretty low. It might be at 50%. This wing here that I just walked through was at least 70% vacant. But I got a lot of malls to see today, and a lot of miles to drive. I'm living like there's no coming back, which is how you should live anyway. But I don't imagine this mall will be torn down. I imagine it'll be continually... Oh, there's the security. They just walked past me on the left side. There's the Easter Bunny behind me. We'll get a shot of him hopefully on the way back. I'm just trying to get my walk in, not draw too much attention to myself. I'm already 6'5", in my pajamas. I got a jacket on, with a cell phone, talking to myself, or somebody on a phone, or a live stream. They don't know. H&M is nice. This is a nice part of the mall. I wonder if this music is gonna cause me issues. Well, this is the construction side. It smells good over here. A whole Christmas store. Yeah, there used to be a whole wing here apparently, because look at the sign. You could just, I guess, keep going straight, and there was a whole bunch of more stuff if you kept going that way. But they put up this wall. You can tell that's a new wall, so that's pretty cool. There you go. There's a real dead mall moment for you there, except for this store here. It smells great on this side. Must be the Bath and Body Works. The Janesville Mall smells like weed because there's a weed store in it. I can't believe they allow that. But all I have to do is point my phone down, and people think I'm looking at my phone. Oh, I cannot believe I just missed the guy in the window there with the green hair. Here comes the Easter Bunny. This mall kind of reminds me of the mall in Vero Beach. I haven't done a mall walking on that one officially, but that was one of my childhood malls. This one kind of reminds me of that. But there's the Easter Bunny. I'm not going to zoom in. I'm trying to be as covert as possible. We got the machines here. I thought we were going to have a cinema roll, but no. But there's the Easter Bunny. It's funny.
I don't know, Easter is pretty close, right? It's April 8th. Look at this atrium. Now it's starting to smell like hot garbage again. Just that whole left wing there. I've definitely never been to this mall. I think the next mall we're going to is the one that I'm remembering. But I have been, so update, I'll give you some updates. I have been successfully tapering off, titrating the, I think this is, no, I came in that way. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm going that way. I'm going this way. This is a pretty big mall. It's only one story though. But I have been slowly titrating my 7-OH addiction. I started 5 days ago at 37 milligrams, and today, only like 5 days later, I'm at less than 20. So I've cut it basically in half in less than a week. And I just slowly, every day, I keep track of it to the exact amount. Which is why you definitely got to use a brand. You can go online, and there's a whole website where they've lab test every single one of these products brand. All these 7-OH products, they test them all. And the brand I buy is the highest rated in terms of actual product of what you're getting, weighing it out, the exact amount, quality of the product, and additive stuff like that. Then they do the whole chemical breakdown on it. So I have been slowly but surely successfully titrating off of 7-OH. It works great. It's its own special thing. It will heal you. It will temporarily give you, if you're in extreme pain, it'll dull that pain. They say it's between 13 and 30 times more powerful than morphine. So I don't recommend sticking your toe in this pond. I was just trying some stuff that was in a head shop in Utah, and that's turned into, I don't know, 4 or 5 months of me spending tons of money every month. Like, I think I was spending close to $600 at the peak, and that's nowhere close to even the people online. That was Arcade. But that's nowhere close to the people online. I'm seeing they're spending thousands of dollars going into deep credit card debt on this 7-OH stuff. Well, this is an interesting food court, though. But yeah, don't worry about me. I'm slowly but surely, and unfortunately, I think taken harder drugs. I mean, 30 times more powerful than morphine. I don't know if I've taken anything harder than that, but anyway, I'm successfully, at this point, I've only taken, I think, 7.5 milligrams today, and it's already halfway through the day. The key is to just, every day, push it back just a little bit further. It just sit in that comfort or discomfort zone just a little bit longer and longer. Just stretch it out longer and longer, and then it becomes less and less. And then I notice is because I have to drive 20 minutes to go get the stuff because it's not legal here. So I have more time. An addiction, when you look at your bank account, like with weed and the 7-OH, man, I'm wasting so much money on this shit. And I justify it by saying, without the weed, without the 7-OH, that I wouldn't even be able to get out of bed and do half of the things I do, especially with a smile. Like, I justify it because I tell myself this story that I'd be a fucking asshole without it. I'd be unbearable and uncreative. And it's not true, but I just haven't been willing to sit past and sit in that discomfort long enough, especially with the weed. The 7-OH has got to go. The other problem with doing a drug like 7-OH is you don't know. Now this looks newer here. But let me finish the thought here. You don't know if it's going to get pulled off the market, if it's going to become illegal. Like imagine you're addicted to this substance and it becomes illegal and you can't get any more of it. So either you got to have a fucking nasty come off, sickness, just terrible experience, or get into other things like pills or harder street drugs. I like this part of the mall. I haven't seen Cinnamoroll yet. I don't know if old Cinnamoroll is going to make an appearance. Look, somebody took a picture and they left it. That looks like a mom and I'm going to probably blur that out now. This looks like a cool movie theater though. Look at this part of the mall. Now this is the newer part of the mall. Or it's an old part that they gutted and not like they filled in the space instead of it being a hole. Because these malls with the negative empty storefronts, that's bad feng shui. You got a fountain with no water pushing through it, that's really bad feng shui. Look at this whirly ball. Looks like some kind of go-kart thing. Movie tavern. There's another Easter bunny. No public restroom. Reserved for guests only. Look at the Easter bunny in there though. Movie tavern. Alright. So here we are. There's more stores on the outside there. So we got this whole side to go through, but we're almost done here. This mall is like, some parts are cool, some parts are gross and old and dead mall feeling. This is an interesting mall here. I don't see this mall going anywhere. I see it going through lots of redevelopment as it currently is going through. I actually did zero research before I walked in this mall. I didn't want to have any kind of preconception of what it may or may not be. So maybe the next mall I'll do a little research, read the Wikipedia. But this part of the mall is nice. It smells like popcorn, obviously. You got a movie theater. And we came in on the JCPenney side. This mall got issues with stuff being blown in here though. The floor is terribly dirty. But yeah, lots of I'd say at least 40 to 50% of the places here are empty. And I feel a lot more comfortable recording with the phone in my hand upright versus laying on its side horizontal like I'm filming a show. But I am the only person walking with a phone out. Everybody else has got their hands to their side or in their pockets or whatever. I've been trying to manifest a penny farthing. There we go. One of the reasons I do these mall walkings is it's a way to have like a vision quest. Like the world is full of symbols and synchronicity, and the more you're aligned with yourself, the more these things kind of happen. And I've learned also on a small level to make things manifest, which is you focus on something for a little bit of time, give a little bit of energy. Like the penny farthing, for example. I'm like, I want to manifest penny farthing. So I just put that in my mind. I meditated on penny farthing for about a half hour, and then I let it go. And yeah, for the past few days, I've been manifesting penny farthings. I'm trying to speak clearer for the AI that transcribes the stuff you see at the bottom, because I like watching with subtitles on, and the audio mix is so bad. I think you're more inclined to pay attention with subtitles. And with my videos, you're kind of forced now to watch the subtitles. So it is what it is. Okay, so this is actually where I came in. We should be... No, that can't be right. I guess so. It doesn't... I don't... Did I go this way? I'm pretty sure I did. I think I've seen the whole mall. Actually, no. I haven't gone down that way. This is where scammers will send you when they want your grandma to send them money. No, we've gone that way because we've seen the inside of the Barnes and Noble. We've seen this. Now we need to see our way out. I'm pretty sure I've seen it all. Yep, I've seen that. I know I've gone down that way, so I'm gonna head out. I got lots of malls to see, bro. Just go towards the stink. This mall's got some character. I don't see it being torn down. I see it going through renovation after renovation and tenants coming and going. And yep, this is my way in here. Jeez, what is that woman watching? So that's it. It smells like sulfur. It smells like a turd. Maybe it's something wrong with the restrooms. But yeah, the Midwest is the real back rooms. Literally, the back rooms photo was taken in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Now this part smells like a baby's dirty diaper. Happy Feet Palace, maybe that's what it is. Oh, I'm right by, I walked right by security when I came in. Mall offices. Well, I don't think they know I'm doing filming. Maybe I'm talking to a microphone. But that's it. We saw the Easter Bunny once, actually twice, counting the inflatable at the theater. But that's it for the Brookfield Square. Crispy air, if you care. Okay, so I think I'm going to be able to do a lot more better things with this new app. Assuming I get back and the footage looks okay. It says it's filming in 4K. At like 13 millimeter lens at one. It's got all this. So it's got all this stuff. There I am, right there. That's it. Brookfield Square. There's a kid in the car there. God damn it! It looks like I pointed it right at him. All right, off to the next mall. Okay, so that concludes our time here at the Brookfield Square. Never been there. But next we are going to the Mayfair Mall. Only about 11-minute drive, and then on to some more malls. So let's go. All right. Very interesting mall there. Brookfield Square. We're in like Waukesha or something. I don't know how to say the name, but we're on in the outskirts of Milwaukee going to the next mall. We'll be there in about 10 minutes, so keep joining me, shall you?
Absolutely stunning day here, though, that's for sure. Brookfield Conference Center, very nice. Lots of new architecture. Boring, square, commie architecture. But definitely, you got a style here. Let's see what it looks like about 10 minutes. Yeah, thank you for shopping at Brookfield Square. I missed it there. On we go. What a nice day. I think we've seen the last of the snow. All right.